Hi guys, welcome back. This video is going to be some traveling tips, the part 2, because I already recorded part 1 and then I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot so many things. Alright, so the first thing I want to talk about is packing your bag for the airport or for like the beach or whatever it is you're doing on your trip. So I like to have a tote bag, but I didn't specify in the last video like what kind of tote bag I meant. So for example, I use a soft bag that collapses when it's empty, so that when I fold this up into my luggage, it becomes like itty bitty, like less than like the same amount of space as a bra. I mean, it's not very much at all. So I really like bringing a soft collapsible bag. The same goes for a little makeup bag, something like this, that is soft, so that it's collapsible. So I may bring an empty one of these to take home little trinkets or whatever, souvenirs. I also use these for, like these are removable. So sometimes I'll put this in my purse if I have little things. You can use them for holding, you know, not only your toiletries, your shower stuff, your makeup, but hair accessories, jewelry. This is great for jewelry. And people think, oh, I need to buy a special jewelry travel case. No, you have baggies, don't you? Use some little Ziploc baggies. Or use something like this, where you can put, you know, your chunky necklace in the center, your gold jewelry over here, your silver jewelry over here. Put it in baggies to separate it if you like. They even make like snack size baggies for like smaller, like thinner instead of like the full size square. They're just like little rectangles. And another tip I had for traveling is about storing your earrings. So this is something that I actually do on a daily basis. So I have my earrings stored this way. The kind that dangle, the kind that has like a little hook at the end, those get hung. But the kind that are studs like these, what I do is I always use the earring backs that are like this, the kind that are little, I don't know, like wings. I don't know what you call these things. But what I do is I take one earring and I put the earring back on it, just like you normally would. Then I take the second earring, just as it is, and I put it through the hole of one of those wings. It's going to be really hard for me to show you this. I put it through the hole on that wing, and then I put the other back on there. So I'll show you again, but now when I store my earrings, they're one piece. So I never come back from vacation with one earring. I exclusively use these kind of backs now because of that purpose. So let me show you again. I take one earring and I put the back on it as normal. I take the other earring, I thread it through one of those loops, and then I put the back on there to keep it on. So that stores your earrings as one instead of two. You can do this with dangly earrings or anything like that you can fit a back like that on. So whether they have a hook on the end that you can hang, this for traveling is great. I also make sure I clasp all my necklaces closed so that they don't end up getting a long string and tangle into other things. I'm trying to think, I know I have a lot more to say. Hold on. Okay, so also I wanted to talk about what to wear to the airport. So one of the major things that you fight when you're flying, and it depends on where you're going from and to and the time of year and all that, is that the weather changes from one place to another. Sometimes you can have it change as much as 100 degrees from one place to another. Since I live in Phoenix, that's, you know, we're not mediocre. I mean, we're either super hot or 70 degrees. That's pretty much it in the winter. So if I were to go somewhere super cold, I would need to have layers. So I always wear layers. I'll usually wear like a tank top, like another top on top of that, and then bring a jacket. I'll wear some pants, probably pants, sometimes like jersey short type, like yoga pants or something that's super comfortable, leggings that are really comfortable to fly in, and also sandals of some sort or slip-on shoes, because a lot of times, you know, you have to take them off in the airport. I don't know if that's true anymore, but I still like to sneak them off underneath my chair, like if I have a layover, you know, so I don't want to have tennis shoes and have to sit there and tie them all back up and everything. And I also try to wear my hair in a way that doesn't irritate me. Now what I mean is, if I put my hair in like a nice bun, and then I try to sit with my head up against the chair, that drives me crazy. Even driving with my big fake bun drives me crazy. So what I end up doing a lot of the time is just either leaving my hair down or just taking a couple of pieces from the sides and pinning those back. Like leave my hair down mostly, but just pin a couple back, because that amount of thickness in the back, just this little tiny ponytail is not going to make a difference and make it uncomfortable to sit with your head up against the chair back. I also don't like to slick my hair back because I find I get like tension headaches if I wear my hair like that, or if I wear a headband or anything that presses right here on your temples, the very sensitive spot on your head. Some people get headaches instantly, and other people can wear headbands all day, every day, and never have a problem. It just depends if you're lucky or not. Also, to not wear a lot of fragrances, and you might think, oh, I don't want people to smell me, I'm going to be in a really close surroundings. Wear a good deodorant and forget the rest, because there are going to be people, like you say, really close to you, and if you all wear strong perfume, you're doing each other a disservice, even when you might think you're doing the opposite. You also want to make sure you're somewhat hydrated, but not too hydrated. So I like to kind of cut my water off a couple hours before, just to make sure I don't have to get up and inconvenience everyone along the way to the restroom as I'm getting out of my seat in the plane. And I like to pack my carry-on in a specific way. I like to bring activities, so, you know, it can be your Kindle, it can be your iPad or a book, some magazines, something to do. You know, you want your headphones, so if they have an in-flight movie, you can watch that, or you can listen to an audiobook or your music on your technological device of choice. Did I just say technological device of choice? Wow. And then you want to have some form of something else to wear. Like if you have layers, you need to make sure you have room in your bag in case you're not cold on the flight. But you also want to have that extra jacket in case you are cold on the flight. So I like to bring a carry-on, obviously that fits within the regulations, that'll fit under your seat or in the overhead compartment, but I like to bring one that's somewhat empty so that I can throw that jacket in there if I'm like really hot. I hate being hot. I would rather be cold on a flight than be hot. And I know I'm not like the only one that feels that way, but I think a lot more people would prefer to be warm than cold. I love being cold a little bit. A little cold, but I'm from Phoenix, so cold to me is like 70, you know. But I think that it's really important also to make sure that you think through what you're going to be doing as soon as you leave the airport before you get to the hotel or wherever you're staying. You need to be like, okay, do I have my rental car paperwork with me? Do I have my ID and passport and boarding pass and all that? But not just that, do I have my wallet? Do I have, you know, my keys that I need to get into that car or that house? Do I have all of my paperwork in order? Do I have all my return flight info? Just, you know, if I'm flying back the next day, I want to make sure I don't lose it. So my carry-on holds all my important papers. It'll include directions, addresses, maps, details of things that I need to do, what time I need to be where, the itinerary, whatever it is. It depends on what kind of trip I'm going on. But I also want to make sure it's not too heavy. So I struggle with that because I like to fit as much as that bag can possibly fit, but you have to carry that, and a lot of times it's like a shoulder bag, and that kills me. So, you know, only bring it if you're going to use it. Like, don't bring a magazine that's been sitting on your coffee table for 3 months and you still haven't picked it up to read. You know, if you're not going to read it, don't bring it. But the good thing is, too, is to bring, disposable items. Like, if you do bring the magazine and you're, not into it, you can even leave it on the plane, and somebody may like to read it. You can offer it to the person next to you. I'm done reading this. Do you want to read it? You know, if it's just a general population kind of magazine. Maybe not if it's a beauty magazine and you're sitting next to an 80-year-old man, but you never know. Okay, so those are just some more tips that I have for traveling, what to wear to the airport, what to pack on your carry-on, how to pack your jewelry, things like that. If you guys have any other questions, please leave them below, and I will talk to you later. Bye.